I'm Kristina Sowar. I'm a medical doctor, an MD. I'm an attending psychiatrist and associate professor in the Department of Psychiatry. They can be a very emotionally heightened experience, just time of year for people. It can be polarizing, I think, between opinions and different experiences that come up. So I think for elections, one of the more challenging pieces for people is that they may have a lot of investment, a lot of importance personally for what's happening during the election, but similarly not have a lot of control about the outcome. And so sometimes the mix of those pieces can make it more complex. A lot of ingredients right now that certainly may be a pretty stressful experience for people, both in terms of just, what's happening in the individual Democratic and Republican parties, but also I think globally where people may have heightened concern about like the impact of the election or the outcome of the election and how that might affect the perception of or kind of relationship of the United States more globally. It's going to be hard how to navigate relationships or family situations with people who may have different perspectives or different beliefs. So I think a few pieces can be kind of like grounding oneself going into the family connection and trying to maintain an openness of curiosity about kind of, why people may feel like they do. But for a lot of people, just kind of being able to keep in touch with like, when do I feel like I'm getting a little too activated, or when does this feel like it's overwhelming or too much? And in turn, carving spaces to pause or step away. And hopefully also being able to set boundaries around, okay, like let's change the subject, let's move to something else, honoring that it may not be a space that people can come to a very peaceful equilibrium on. I do think it's a great opportunity for people to build a practice or maintain mindfulness of like, okay, how am I doing? And am I feeling really stressed? Am I feeling activated? Am I feeling scared, worried, whatever might be coming up? And developing or practicing the ways that, you can take care of yourself in those experiences. Those pieces can be stressful, but they can also be activating of trauma or kind of other experiences people have had that may not only be kind of contemporarily difficult, but also bring up things from people's past that can be more challenging too. For many people, like taking a break, taking space, sort of catching themselves if they're in this repetitive, trying to just watch more, obtain more information, like really how to carve space and do something different. On UNM campus, the Student Health Center, SHAC, has lots of great resources for mental health, kind of more holistic support that includes counseling and relatively urgent availability of services for people. So SHAC can be a great place to start. There's also some online services there. The North Campus on UNM, where we have additional mental health psychiatric services, there's availability is 24/7, and then certainly other mental health or primary care professionals through the community. Breath work can be a really accessible and fairly meaningful way to work on that. So there's different ways that it's done, kind of counting routines or practices, but even taking like 1 to 3 minutes just to do some deep breathing or some paced rhythmic breathing can help reset our nervous system a bit, bring down our sympathetic nervous system, and help us balance out some of the stress hormones that get activated when we're really under a lot of stress or pressure.